And we are with the founder and the owner of Big Daddy Biscuits, Lauren Janis. Lauren, thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You know, I want to talk right away about the name of your company, Big Daddy Biscuits. I mean, that's got such power and charisma. Could you give us a little insight on how you came up with that?
My business was named after my dog, Big Daddy, who was found off the street in 2006, I think 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just a big daddy to me. And so I decided, since he was the inspiration for me in my life that was kind of crazy at the time, that I wasn't sure that he needed to be the inspiration of my company.
And so how did you start the company?
My niece and my nephew, after I was laid off from my job, my niece and my nephew, I asked them what I needed to do because I couldn't find a job in my field. And they told me I should make dog biscuits. And I looked at them, I said, okay, if I did it, what would I call it? And they said, Big Daddy Biscuits. So literally the next day I went out and bought a mixer, and I haven't looked back, and it's 11 years later.
11 years. So, I mean, that was, if I'm, I'm not great at math, that was during the recession, right?
It was.
Wow, that took some guts.
It was. I don't think I realized what I was doing when I did it. I just did it, and that's pretty much who I am.
Uh-huh.
I have an idea and I keep going, and it worked. I mean, I enjoy dogs. I didn't know that I enjoyed baking because I'm not a baker, but I love what I do.
So you learned how to do it.
I learned. Everything was all learning. I mean, every step of it, from coming up with ingredients and coming up with the recipes and what's good for dogs and what a dog likes and the trends of what's happening with dogs and the grain free and the what size biscuit and what people are looking for. I listened, I asked, and you ask and I do. And, I make it happen.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can we talk about, why you do grain and non-grain recipes?
I call ourselves a non-discriminatory dog biscuit company, because some dogs are allergic to grains and some dogs aren't. Just like people can eat certain things, our bodies don't always accept everything that we put in it. So I want to make sure that I can feed every dog.
So some dogs have gluten intolerance, is that what you're saying?
It's more grains instead of gluten. So we do a turkey bacon biscuit, and we do a crunchy peanut butter biscuit, and we source all ingredients from local Georgia farmers. So we're not only supporting our local economy, but we're knowing where our food comes from, just like I want to do. I want to know where my food comes from whenever I'm eating. So that's one thing that's very important to me. But then on the grain-free side, I know that Big Daddy had allergies. So when he ate grains, like he was getting yeast between his pads and he was scratching all the time. And when I removed those elements from his diet, then he was a very happy and healthy dog.
Oh, nice.
So we make both.
And you identify with farm to table. Could we talk a little bit about that? You mentioned that.
Well, because all of my farmer friends, I started going to farmers markets, and that whole premise of knowing where your food comes from. The eggs that I get are 45 minutes from my house. Oh, nice. So I know the farmers, they're washed and packed that same week that they're delivered to my kitchen. The grains we use are from an organic Georgia wheat farm that's near Athens, Georgia. So knowing that it doesn't travel, it's not being shipped, I know the people that are behind it, the hands that are touched, or the many hands that aren't touching the items, that it's farmed, it's packaged, and brought right to me.
Well, that's real community involvement.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, that's amazing.
It can't get any better, and that's one thing I love about Atlanta is all the farmers markets, and you can source so many different things. Whether you're baking you're making something for a product, or you're doing it on a daily basis, you can go and get fresh ingredients. And
how else do you involve yourself with the community? How do you give back to the community?
I have a nonprofit called Dogtoberfest in the AV. And it's about responsible pet ownership. Yeah. And we're in our 7th year, and we have different nonprofits that we grant money to. And
so you're the one behind that.
Yes.
Oh, that is fabulous.
And I love every minute of it. Like, we do a pet parade, we do a Halloween costume contest.
And that's in East Atlanta, right?
In East Atlanta.
Oh, great.
And it's always in October, so it's Halloween based. So people get to dress up their dogs. And even though they're still animals, you can dress up a dog. It's still, they're still animals, but you can still have a good time with them if you do it responsibly. So we have dog walkers. We have a run EAV, which is a rough runners. I'm sorry, and they take your dogs for runs. There's a lot of the dogs that need exercise.
Oh yeah, sure.
We have different rescues there. We have other dog centric companies that are there because we want to teach people how to be responsible. Because there's a lot of irresponsible dog owners there. So we have trainers that come and tell you how to walk your dog on a leash, how to meet and greet a dog.
So you're involved in education?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's fabulous.
So what we do, and with the money we raise, we not only give money to different nonprofits, such as Paws Atlanta, Lifeline, the Wonder Dogs.
Oh, we got to hang out with the Wonder
with
Dogs.
Grace, yeah, they're wonderful.
Oh, incredible!
Wonderful.
What a great program.
Dream Rescue. So we try to do a lot of East Atlanta because that's when I created this nonprofit. I wanted to benefit my community. So one aspect is we put poop bags throughout the neighborhood.
Poop bags.
So that we make sure that people pick up after their dogs.
Where do you put poop bags?
Well, there's stands. There's one outside of the Alexa in the AV. There's one in the East Atlanta Farmers Market area.
Does it say poop bag on it?
No.
It should.
We could, but no, we just stack them up and make sure that people are responsible.
And they're aware that they're there
Yes.
and they can use them.
And I refill them every 2 months.
Do you really?
Which is a lot because
Wow.
we have East Atlanta is very dog friendly. So in our next initiative, we want to put dog bowls outside the businesses.
Oh, fantastic.
So, and we have lots of sponsors. Our neighborhood park Pet Supply is a big sponsor. On top of the Midway, Tito's is a big sponsor too. And
Tito's?
Tito's.
The vodka?
They're very big dog people. They're very dog centric.
I had no idea.
And so what they do is they donate, and we have a bar that people get drinks for donations. And we raise a lot of money. They help us be able to give back.
Interconnection of the community.
Yes.
That's fabulous.
And we don't keep any money. We give 100% of our donation that we make goes back to the nonprofit that we work with.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. It's exhausting, but it's a good type of exhausting fun. Because it happens, like we take so much time planning this event, and it's 4 hours, and it's over before you know it. And then you look back, and it's just like, wow, look at the difference we've made.
And that's a yearly event?
It's a yearly event. It's always the third Saturday of October.
Dogtoberfest.
Dogtoberfest.
Gotcha. Now, with regards to your company, you offer some other products too, right?
Yeah, we're so we have our dog biscuits, and we work with other local Georgia companies. So we have a new coffee that's been branded with our name on it.
Coffee?
Coffee.
For dogs?
For the parents.
Oh, that's right.
Because the parents deserve something too, right?
I have to tell you, I love that phrase. I'd never heard that before until you. Did you create that phrase, the parents?
I wish I could take it,
Yeah.
but I'm not that person. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But so we have that, and then we also have an odor eliminator candle called Best Friend, because we want your animal to still be your best friend. And our friends from Turnrow Body and Home here in Georgia, they've helped. We worked together and created, and it's an orange, grapefruit, and lemon scent. So it's wonderful. I mean, I don't know, I'm just pleased. So I'm able to so I'm still sticking with that same Georgia grown.
Sure,
Stay
absolutely.
with my community.
Yeah.
And come up with different products that are going to enhance what I do and what I believe in.
Gotcha.
That I'm able to offer to other people.
Now, if someone wants to buy some of these products, where do they go?
Well, they can go to Park Pet Supply, Inman Park Pet Works. Lots of local places, but they can go on our website at BigDaddyBiscuits.com.
Just Google up Big Daddy Biscuits.
Big Daddy Biscuits will come up.
All right.
Follow us on Instagram. We do sales on Instagram, especially now the holidays are coming up. We have new specials that we're offering, but we're just not, they're secret right now.
Can't tell anyone?
Can't tell anyone.
Can you whisper in my ear? Okay. I promise I won't tell anyone. Oh, I won't tell anyone. No. Mum's the word. Okay, I promise. All right. Well, what's the future hold for Big Daddy Biscuits? What are the aspirations? I should say.
I want people to know our name. I just want to be the dog biscuit of choice. I want to be I've said that when I first started this company. I know the goodness of what we do, the ingredients that we use, and want to give their dog our biscuits because they are healthy, because it's all human grade food that we use, and I just want everyone to have them. That's my future. I just want to be bigger. And I honestly never thought I'd make a difference making a dog biscuit and doing this, and I have. And I don't stop and take the time to realize the reach that I've made, because it's just. But I have, and I have.
Oh, absolutely.
And
no
people
doubt.
love our
no
biscuits
doubt.
and coming to the farmer's market and meeting the dogs and the people and hearing how much they love what we do. I never thought that the person that never knew how to bake would be able to make a dog biscuit and make that kind of a impact in this world. And I'm honored to be able to do that.
Well, that's truly a dream come true, to do
is.
what you love to do. You're not, that's bliss.
It is.
I mean,
I never realized.
Seriously.
And when I come home exhausted going, oh my God, but I love every aspect.
And you mentioned you're able to give your friends opportunities.
It's great. Unfortunately, when my friends need, if something happens with their situations and they need a job, I'm always willing and wanting to help them as well. So it's a win-win situation. So they come and they bake. They do farmers markets. They'll help package. They'll do graphic design. Mm-hmm. So I find what they do that can enhance what I'm doing, and it's a win-win situation.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's
really,
fun.
Seriously.
I've helped. I don't know if the word is helped. I guess it is. A lot of people, but they've helped me too. So there's an interconnection. It's just beautiful. I mean, and everything that I do, it's very, I don't even know what the right word is. It's just easy. Well, I find it noble. Seriously, what you're doing, the way you're helping our community, the dogs, your friends. I think it's absolutely fabulous. Thank you. Seriously, I really do. I forget sometimes to stop and I think we as people too, when we do something, we forget to take back and appreciate what you do, and they recognize it. So I appreciate that because it's a lot of work. Well, we appreciate what you're doing. Thank you. I love feeding. Look, it's selfish on my part. I get to love on all the dogs. I mean, that's my win. My win is my Saturday mornings going to the farmers markets and loving on every single dog and their parents, pulling them to my booth. And then if I'm not there, they're looking, wondering where the heck I am, that there's someone else working it. But I love it every day. Like today at the farmers market, it was pouring down rain, and 3 of the dogs came because their parents were pulling their parents to come out because it's what they do. It's I don't know, it's fun. So you're surrounded by unconditional love. I am. I love it. Who could ask for anything more? Seriously, absolutely. Yeah, it's good. Well, look, Lauren, it was a really pleasure hanging out with you and talking to you. I appreciate it. I really enjoyed it immensely, okay? Thank you. Well, look, folks, this has been Tim Cordier. I've been hanging out with Lauren Janis of Big Daddy Biscuits, and we'll see you.
Roll over. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.